Virgil's Aeneid, Book 1, lines 132 to 156. So Neptune is now called the winds to himself, and he says, such a confidence of genitive possessive of your race has held you, notice the perfect, or has possessed you. Already, O winds, or now, O winds, you dare to miscade, infinitive, mingle the heaven and the earth, object phrase, sine without my numen or authority, divine authority, and understood you dare to raise such great masses of water, whom I, and then he stops. This is the figure of Anacluthon, where he says, I'm so angry I can't go on. But it is preferable to compose the troubled waves, accusative, plural, object phrase. Adverb after, you will pay to me for your object phrase offenses, not with a similar punishment. So what does that mean? He's going to be giving him some discipline, giving the wind some discipline. Imperative, hasten your flight, get going, buddies, and say, imperative, these things, dative indirect object phrase, to your king. The power of the sea and the savage trident, object phrase, no, actually subject phrase, supply an est to this, was not given by lot to him, but to me. That guy, Aeolus, has immense rocks, namely appositional phrase, your homes, O Eurus, wind. Yaket, it's a volative or a jussive subjunctive. Let him throw himself around in that hall, in that palace. Notice, let Aeolus throw himself around in that hall, and let him rule in the closed prison of the winds. Notice this diminutive. So Neptune is coming off like a good old mafioso. Thus he says, and quicker than the word, it's a ablative of comparative, he placates the tumida, the swollen seas, and he puts to flight the collected clouds, and he leads back the sun. At the same time, these are two deities who are under him, two of his capos, in mafia terms, Kimothoe and Triton, having exerted, notice it's singular because it's attracted to Triton, having leaned against, push off the ships from day, takes an ablative separation phrase, from the sharp rock that the ship had gotten into. And he himself lifts with his trident, ablative means phrase, and he opens, object phrase, the vast Syrtes, sandbanks, and he calms the sea. Notice all these polysyndeton's conjunctions. And he glides over the highest waves with his light wheels, so he's running around in his chariot. And as soon as, often, now we're looking at and as, not soon as, but like, this is a simile, and like oftentimes when subject phrase, a sedition has arisen, or a sedition would be a riot has arisen in a great people, and the ignoble vulgar or the ignoble mass, savage in their ablative place phrase, in their spirits, and now torches and rocks are flying, and fury furnishes arms, or whatever they can riot with, then if by chance conspexere, that's not infinitive, that's a syncopated third person plural perfect, they have beheld aliquem. Now, it's shortened after C, so it's after C's and nays, the alleys go away. Some guy who's fat or heavy, ablative of respect or ablative of ablative of specification, kind of uses as the ablative as an adjective with piety and deserts, merit. They are silent. So when just like when a riot happens, they see a guy who's serious and uh, well respected. They're all silent, and they stand with their ablative of manner, with their erect ears, their ears having been erected. So they're like, "Ooh, I'm going to perk up my ears." He rules the spirits with his words, and he soothes their breasts. This is a great commentary regarding the time before Augustus, when the entire republic, which eventually becomes the Principate, was utterly distracted with riots and everything else. So this is a good scene for any Roman, because riots were common in Rome. Thusly, so therefore Neptune is almost like Augustus, putting peace. Thusly, cunctus, all uproar of the sea has ceccidit, fallen. And so the genitor, the father, looking upon the seas, and having been carried in the open sky, so this could be this could also be in vectus, it could be dative as well, to the open sky. He turns his horses, and flying, present participle, gives reins to his happy chariot. So here we have the storms that were caused by the anger and the jealousy of Juno, and her deal with Aeolus, calmed by Neptune, not because of the great mission of Aeneas, not because of some type of divine providence, but because Neptune's really upset that somebody is getting in his way. Now, when we compare this to the sea storms caused by Neptune in Homer, where Neptune is trying to get over Odysseus as part of his wrath, we see Neptune there as the clear aggressor. Here, it's by no coincidence that Virgil states, well, Neptune is, though no friend of the Trojans, as we'll see in Book 2, he certainly doesn't want his numen or his divine power attacked. So, what will happen now? Are all the ships safe? Have people drowned and died? What will happen with Aeneas? And furthermore, will we see Neptune again? We'll tune in next time. And until then, true believers, Excelsior.